Welcome. My name is Melody. I'm an Ananda Yoga Restorative instructor, and today I'd like to guide you through 3 restorative poses to help reduce fatigue. Before we get started, I wanted to remind you that restorative yoga is a practice of being rather than doing. It is known as active relaxation, which means that the practitioner is not passively resting in a pose, but rather consciously participating in the process of releasing physical, mental, and emotional layers of tension. And what happens in yoga when we release tension is we're freeing up energy that was once stored or bound as tension. Then we gain greater energy, and this is how we begin to restore our lives and ourselves. And restorative yoga can help you in all aspects of your life, whether it's having more energy to complete the tasks of the day, meet the demands of life, or whether you're preparing to sit for meditation or have a restful sleep. And so I encourage you to practice restorative every week if possible. The more often you practice, the more easily you'll experience and notice the benefits in your life. Ananda Yoga Restorative is unique in that we'll be using beginner props, which means that they are safe for most body types. They have fewer cautions and contraindications, so you can hold the poses for longer periods of time. And we also use silent affirmations while you're in the pose to help you take it to another level. So the best part of restorative yoga is doing it. Please join me. I'm here with Lynn today, and you can watch what she's doing in order to get set up at home. So for the 3 poses we're doing today to reduce fatigue, you'll need a bed pillow, a chair, a bolster, and 3 blankets. The 3rd blanket is always going to be the one that you cover yourself up with if you'd like. So the first pose is called elevated legs up the chair. So I'll have Lynn come on into it. She's going to sit onto her bolster by placing her hands behind her. She's going to swing her legs up, and then she's going to begin leaning back onto the other 2 blankets, allowing her head to rest down and her arms are relaxed down at her sides. If you don't have a chair available, you can also use the edge of your sofa at home. That's how I like to practice it. And the pillow's just here to soften things out if you have a harder chair. In terms of alignment, what we want to see with the pelvis is that the spine, the lower back, is in its natural curve. So usually the sit bones drape over the edge of your bolster there. And if you don't have a bolster, you can actually just use 2 firm blankets or bed towels from home. If you'd like to cover yourself at this point, you can. You can also use an eye pillow to relax the eyes and face. And otherwise, I'm going to guide you through how you can relax more fully now. So you can close your eyes, and let's begin to bring our awareness to our breath. Let's take a nice deep breath in, deep breath out. And I'd like you to feel that your body weight is just beginning to release onto the props and onto the floor. Let's begin to tune into our breath. Just feel the rise and fall of your belly as you breathe. And let's take a deep breath in as though we're drawing the breath up from the soles of the feet all the way to the crown of the head. And then as you exhale back down, just let the weight of your body be completely supported by the props. This pose, elevated legs up the chair, is one of the most important for relaxing and renewing. It simultaneously revives the feet, the legs, and the back. It's excellent to practice after long periods of standing or sitting, as it drains fluid from the legs, helping to reduce fatigue. As you take a deep breath in, just feel a sense of weightlessness. Deep breath out. Allow the props to almost rise up to support you. This pose encourages deep breathing and relaxation. It's also beneficial for those who experience headaches and insomnia. As you breathe, begin to notice within yourself where you're holding on to excess tension. And see if you can use your breath as though you're sending it to those parts of your body, telling them that it's time to let go and relax. In this pose, your pelvis and torso are gently supported in a back bend, while the chair supports your legs. Take slow and steady breaths. Feel your mind becoming quiet. Begin to imagine the fluid in your legs flowing back down towards your abdomen. And with it, any tension from the legs is being released. Feel your legs becoming lighter and softer. As you breathe, notice the gentle opening across your chest. Receive the gentle stretch. As your abdomen softens here, allow your lower back to relax. Feel as though your lower back is sinking down into the bolster, and the bolster is absorbing any excess tension. And focusing on your lower back, an area where we often hold tension. Just give it the permission to let go and be pain-free. Take several slow and smooth breaths here and begin to become aware of any physical sensations that you're experiencing. And as you become aware of each sensation, mentally describe it. Tingling, pressure, or throbbing. Simply receive those sensations without judgment. Just be here right now with your body, with the props, with the floor. And remain present to your breath and the energy within you as you silently affirm, God's peace now floods my being. God's peace now floods my being. I invite you to stay in this pose now for another 5 to 20 minutes. If you're happy, please press pause and stay here as long as you'd like. Otherwise, begin to bring your awareness back to your breath. And let's take some deeper, fuller breaths. On your next breath, let's slowly bring your feet to the edge of the chair. You can hug your knees in, wrapping your arms around them. You can open your eyes. And then carefully roll over to your right side, shifting your pelvis off of the bolster. And you can support your head with the pillow of your arm. And then slowly press yourself up into a comfortable seated position. For our next pose, it's supported balasana, child's pose. You'll need your bolster, 2 blankets, and a bed pillow. And I'm going to have Aylin come on in. She'll kneel on the big square with her calves going straight back. This is going to take some pressure off of the knees. And then she's going to pull her stack in between her knees, and I'm going to place the bed pillow on her heels. And she comes up onto all fours. Inhale and lengthen the spine nice and long. Exhale and release the hips back onto the bed pillow. If there's a lot of space here underneath the abdomen, go ahead and pull it in a bit more. And then we're going to exhale and release the chest down onto the bolster, turning your head to one side. And you can gently tuck your chin here toward the chest. That will help to lengthen the back of the neck. And then just take a nice deep breath in. Feel the length of your torso. Deep breath out and allow your lower back to release onto that bed pillow. Beautiful. And then let's close our eyes and begin to become aware of our breath, the expansion and relaxation of the abdomen. Supported child's pose is grounding, nurturing, and deeply relaxing. It's especially good for those whose backs ache from prolonged standing or sitting. And supported child's pose is wonderful for calming the mind, quieting the brain, and helping us to nurture that inner child. So as you take a deep breath in, bring your awareness into your shoulders. And as you exhale, feel your shoulders relaxing down away from your ears. Bring your awareness into your lower back. Inhale, light and space. And as you exhale, feel your lower back relax. Feel the gentle pressure of your abdomen against your thighs or against the bolster, giving your internal organs a massage. And with each incoming breath, let's try to feel the length of the upper body. With each outgoing breath, allow the weight of your body to release down against the props. Take several slow and steady breaths. Feel your tailbone and sacrum releasing toward the floor. Feel as though this warm sense of relaxation is surrounding your entire pelvic region, both the lower back and the abdomen. And as you breathe, also notice your mid-back spreading, softening, and opening. Just feel that space in between your shoulder blades broadening and deepening as your elbows release toward the floor. Take several rhythmic breaths here, letting go of all sense of effort. Throughout the day, we spend so much time doing and acting. Restorative balances our action with silence and stillness. So let's offer ourselves into a short period of silence with this affirmation. Mentally affirm, I relax from outer involvement into my inner haven of peace. I relax from outer involvement into my inner haven of peace. to gently move to the other side now. Simply lift your head and rotate in the opposite direction. Allow your shoulders to relax down away from your ears. And bring your attention back to your breath. Notice the quality of your breath. Maybe it's becoming more shallow. When the mind is quiet, the breath is quiet. They are directly connected. Take a nice deep breath in as though you're drawing the breath from the base of your spine all the way up to the back of your neck. And as you exhale, allow all sense of effort to be released, as though the blankets are supporting and nurturing you. Supported child's pose is a familiar posture of rest and sleep for babies and children across all cultures. Physically, it gently stretches the lower back, relieves shoulder tension, and helps to quiet the mind. As you relax within yourself, begin to feel that sense of complete surrender. The external world begins to fade away as you feel that you are safe, supported, and comfortable right here and now. Let's silently affirm, I relax from outer involvement into my inner haven of peace. I encourage you to remain in the pose for another 3 to 5 minutes if you'd like to press pause on the screen. Otherwise, let's begin to bring our attention back into the body. Take a nice deep breath in. And on your next breath, let's slide the hands underneath the shoulders, slowly pressing up into a comfortable seated position. We'll end with one last pose, supported bound ankle pose. It's one of my favorites and that of my students because it has so many benefits. It's a backward bend, so it's going to be opening the entire front side of the body, the throat, the chest, the abdomen, and the pelvis while you stretch the inner thighs. So we're going to need our bolster again. We're going to fold one of our blankets in half so that when we lean our bolster against it, there's a recliner. And we're going to sit on our bed pillow. Fold 2 extra blankets in half. Those are going to be for the knees. And I'm going to have Aylin sit on the bed pillow here. Have the soles of her feet together in a butterfly position or bound angle. So each blanket here goes underneath each knee. Then she's going to use her hands to walk herself back onto the bolster, landing the head there. And the arms just gently open out to your sides. If this is too much of a stretch across your chest, then please also feel free to elevate the arms. With the head alignment here, we just want to make sure the chin is a little bit lower than the forehead, so you can even kind of tuck it down a little bit there. Nice. Okay, at this point you might want to cover yourself. I encourage you to at least cover the legs for this pose, and then you can also use your eye pillow. So let's close our eyes as we begin to settle into supported bound angle pose. If your lower back feels like it's overarching, feel free to just kind of tuck the tailbone under a bit here. And then feel your back beginning to sink into that bolster. This should feel wonderful. This pose is one of the most important in all restorative series. It helps to open those areas in the front side of the body that we often close off with our poor posture and habits. This pose is excellent for those who experience headaches and insomnia. It's especially helpful for women throughout menstrual cycles, throughout pregnancy and menopause. So take a nice deep breath in from the soles of the feet all the way up to the crown of the head. And as you exhale, begin to release the weight of your body onto the props. Let's begin to notice where we're being held. Knees are supported. The lower back and buttocks are supported. The arms and hands are supported by the floor. Our lower back, mid back, and upper back are supported in a gentle back bend. Your neck and head are supported. Just feel that this is the most important time of your day to connect in with yourself. Focusing on your breath is going to help you enhance your health and well-being. So as you take several breaths, let's practice some full yogic breathing. This is 3 parts to it. There's an expansion of the abdomen first, then your lower rib cage, and finally your upper chest. And then exhale in reverse. Relax your chest in, then your lower rib cage and your abdomen. Inhale, expand abdomen, lower rib cage, upper chest. And exhale, release the chest, lower rib cage, and abdomen. Practice a few more rounds of the full yogic breathing if it feels right for you. So you're filling a cup on the inhalation and draining that cup from top to bottom on the exhalation. And then begin to breathe naturally without even observing the breath. Just focus back in on your body and that sense of weightlessness. As the props create the shape of the pose, try to surrender into it. Feel the connection of the feet together and that diamond shape created with your legs. Just feel as though your life force is becoming internalized. And with the energy from the lower body, let's take a breath up into the heart center. Gently drawing your awareness to the chest. Your arms and hands are an extension of your heart center. So feel your arms are open wide and free. And let's breathe the awareness of that life force up into the neck and throat. Like it's the bridge that's going to bring that calming effect up into your brain. And feel the life force from the feet all the way up to your head now, as this beautiful pathway of light. And as you bring your attention back to your heart center, let's also let the eyes gently turn upwards behind the eyelids without strain. Just feel connected at the point between the eyebrows and at the heart. Feel the connection between your inner thoughts, your inner feelings. And enjoy this quality of complete openness, surrender, and willingness to take care of yourself right here and right now. So you silently affirm, secure in myself, I accept whatever is. Secure in myself, I accept whatever is. I encourage you to stay in this pose here. It's a wonderful place to be for another 5 to 20 minutes if you'd like. Or if you feel to, you can continue on with one of our meditation videos, as restorative is an excellent way to segue into deep meditation or even a restful sleep at this time. So thank you so much for joining myself and Aylin today, and blessings on your restorative practice.